first of all, I was trying counseling, or I had tried counseling off and on, and they would give you tools and maybe I'd use them once or twice, and it wasn't working out for me. And I was having a lot more anxiety. And I say anxiety meaning that I wasn't comfortable in or in places with lots of people. I didn't want to go to places with my husband. 4th of July is one of my favorite activities, and I ran out of the park. I couldn't handle being around people. And then it was also just my reaction to how life was happening. I would be my husband went to a concert and I got very upset, and I couldn't function and making up the stories in my head and just running with that. And it was driving me crazy. So that's where I was. The biggest thing that I had learned from this program is the pause, breathe, notice, and just taking the time to really understand and to investigate or to get curious about what I'm thinking and where my mind is and how my body feels has made the biggest change. It helps give that space and give you that time to reflect, I guess, in some ways, of how your body feels, where your mind is, and whether or not you are thinking appropriately. Does the situation actually match what's actually happening? Or is it a story that you're making up in your head? The tools that I was given, specifically thought charting, writing down what it is that's going in my head to try to understand and make better decisions, is probably one of the biggest tools that I continue to use. Maybe not on writing all the time, I'll go through it in my head even, but it's one of the biggest tools that comes out of that pause, breathe, notice, because you're actually noticing that something isn't quite right. It definitely gave me pause when I found out how much it would cost. But then after thinking, I was already paying for counseling and that's out of pocket. I was missing out on the activities. It was affecting my relationships. There's all these different things that were going on in my life that it was 100% worth it. It's something that I can use the rest of my life, something that I have right next to me almost always, or at my fingertips where I can get it because it's on the computer, to reflect on and to utilize as time goes on. 100% worth it. It's an investment of yourself. You need to make the decision to take the time and have the energy to put into the program and into you. And it's not a huge amount of time. It's daily activities that you're learning how to put into your life in order to feel better. But it's also not a quick fix. 3 months is something where, it's a proven fact that you practice something for 3 months, that you're more likely to have that in your lifestyle. But it's not a quick fix. You have to continue to practice. You have to utilize the tools. You have to be invested in you. But I would also say, and I think this is important, is the inner roadmap or the whole process that you go through with this program. It's so well set up. At first I was taking tons of notes and making sure that, I have to remember this. I have to remember that. This is something so important. And I still have that. I still have my notebook and I still refer to things. But at the end of the program, how it's all pulled together and how you have the ability to walk away with your inner roadmap and utilizing that in the future is just essential. And so it's beautifully put together where it's very helpful and user friendly. I have talked to like friends, family, those kind of people who I'm close with about the program that I've done. And, people have noticed a change in just how I react to things. And, I think I come across as a fairly mellow person anyway, but that doesn't mean that I'm always feeling it here. Um, and it doesn't come out the way that I want it to come out sometimes. But when I'm talking to people or people have like shared with me that they are having a similar experience, I think one of the hesitations they have is that, they're not quite ready for the whole yoga experience, or lifestyle, I guess, that comes with it. And I think it's important to know that that's not what this is about. I mean, it gives a foundation, but and if you're wanting to go that direction, you can, but you don't have to. That you have the ability to make this your own as well.